Hello to all my YouTubers out there. Welcome to Trauma Trigger TV. This is a new channel, and this channel will be based on helping people, helping individuals like you and me who battle trauma every day, who go through depression, anxiety, and hopefully this is a way for us to relate to one another on a deeper level, and also a way to change the way we view the world. It's not too late. It's an ongoing battle, and I'm here to battle with you. Again, this is Trauma Trigger TV, and this is our first episode. Episode 1, Stop Bullying. I'm not a licensed therapist or a licensed counselor, but I am someone with similar experiences, and every day is a challenge. Every day is a challenge, but we are not alone. We are in this together.
No picnic. And it seems even the popular kids aren't immune. A new study sheds light on an old problem, and as 9 on Your Side reporter Scott Wegener tells us, the effects can follow us to the workplace.
It happens everywhere.
All sorts of kids being bullied in my class.
Get mad at you, kick you, hit you.
And it can have devastating effects.
I get angry and mad.
Bullying make people want to kill themselves.
A new study coming out of the University of California, Davis is shedding light on an aspect of bullying many of us may have overlooked.
Popular kids also get bullied.
It seems even in high school, some kids claw and scratch their way to their privileged social status.
Bullying is about power.
Brutal attack on a school bus in Illinois was caught on a surveillance tape. It shows a 17-year-old student looking for a seat. He sits down next to a younger student, 14 or 15 years old, and then all hell breaks loose. 5 minutes after the first round, a second student attacks. Only this time, another student steps forward and breaks up the fight.
California mother is suing a charter school alleging a bullying incident left her son with severe brain damage. The woman says school officials did nothing to stop it. Nikki Batiste is here with this difficult story. Nikki, the allegations here are harrowing. What happened exactly?
Well, Tony, this is a terrible story that every parent dreads. Their child bullied at school. Now, one California mother is taking legal action to bring about change. She spoke with our Los Angeles affiliate KCBS and didn't want to show her face or name to protect her son's identity. She says she wants accountability.
That child that I dropped off at 7:30 that morning, he is not the same anymore.
This mother says school officials at Animo Westside Charter Middle School in Los Angeles didn't do enough to protect her son from a school bully.
That hurts because that's all I have. Could have been prevented, only if someone cared.
It was January of 2018. School surveillance cameras show a small boy getting off the bus when he's approached by a much larger boy who punches him and allegedly puts him in a chokehold. At one point, a staff member walks by but doesn't intervene. According to the lawsuit, the boy allegedly lost consciousness twice. He is eventually helped inside, where staff members realize what's going on, bringing him to the main office and laying him down on the floor while they call his mother. When she finally arrived, she says no one had called 911.
A son is literally laying there still in the middle of the office floor, completely black and blue.
Would find a landmark settlement in a lawsuit over the death of a teen who died as a result of bullying. Moreno Valley School District will be paying his family a record $27 million. And the lawsuit goes on record as the largest bullying lawsuit in the country.
Fox 11's Christy Fajardo joins us from Moreno Valley with details. Christy.
Christine and Alex, we should point out that according to government statistics, bullying is actually down across the country, perhaps because of all the campaigns to curb it. But the attorney in this case is hoping that the massive settlement puts districts on notice of what can happen if they don't take the right actions. Family of Diego Stoltz hopes will force massive change.
On our first episode, on today's episode, I wanted to cover bullying, because bullying is not just here in America, it's all around the world, it's all around the country. And the only way for us to battle it and get over it, overcome it, is by working together. So we're going to go over a few things on like what is bullying and Where does it stem from? And hopefully we can talk about it and share our experiences and get through this together. I know for myself that it took a while for me to overcome the effects of bullying, and it could also be like that for other people. What is bullying? The Webster's definition says that bullying is a form of aggressive behavior in which someone intentionally and repeatedly causes another person injury or discomfort. Bullying can take the form of physical contact, words, or more subtle action. Bullying, in my experience, is not an action that is just solely based on person to person. Organizations can also be subjects of bullying, and so can animals. Why do people bully? There are different reasons why people bully, including wanting to dominate others and improve their social status, having low self-esteem, and wanting to feel better about themselves, having a lack of remorse, or failing to recognize their behavior as a problem. My personal experience with bullied, I've been the victim of it. I was a victim for being too smart. I was a victim of bullying for being too pretty. I was even victimized for being too quiet. These all sound like good qualities, but to some, it triggers them. It makes them want to hurt me, I guess. Even to this day, I still have so-called friends who outcasted me for being all these things. Why do people bully? Well, I told you what Webster thinks. Why do people bully? And I don't want to sound too familiar when I say out of jealousy or out of envy. I really don't want that to be the reason behind it. To me, it's just pure hatred. I can relate to a lot of that. How many of you out there can relate to someone wanting to have dominance over you because they lacked a little bit of self-esteem? Please share in the comments your experiences with bullies. If you've ever been bullied, or if you've ever seen a friend been bullied, talk about it. Let me know how you feel about that. When I was being bullied, I felt like I didn't belong. I felt like I was ugly. I want to get deep into this, and I'm sorry for any traumatic triggers, but that's why the show is called Trauma Trigger TV, because we're going to be talking about things that might trigger you and might make you feel in ways that you haven't felt before. I know for myself that when I was going through getting bullied, and I was when I had experiences from all throughout school, from kindergarten all the way up to middle school and even high school, for me, I felt like I was alone. I felt like there was nobody I could talk to. I felt indifferent. I felt odd. I felt weird. I felt unwanted. And I can't say that I was a bad person or anything. I thought I was a good person, but I don't think that bullying characterizes whether you're a good person or not. For me, when I was being bullied, I felt horrible. It made me feel horrible. And I thought that I was being a good person. You know, I thought I was a great person to be around. But after my experiences of being bullied, I didn't feel so great. Sometimes I would cry. I wouldn't let anybody see or anything, but I would cry. I wouldn't want to be around anymore. You know, I felt like I was unwanted. I felt like very low. And that sort of feeling sticks with you for a long time. I mean, a long, long time. It took me a while to realize that there's more to me than what people think of me. But even in adulthood, even adults go through being bullied. There are friend groups that want to present you as an outcast, want to make you feel very low. What type of people get bullied? According to the web, 42% of students who reported being bullied at school indicated that the bullying was related to at least one of the following characteristics: physical appearance, 30% race, 10% gender, 8% disability, ethnicity 7%, religion 5%, and sexual orientation 4%. So according to the internet, people get bullied on the basis of gender, race, sexual orientation, all kinds of things. Which makes me understand that bullying does not have a preference. There is no preference. I really don't want to use this word, but bullying to me it's just hatred. It's just pure hatred. So the thing about overcoming bullying is identifying it for exactly what it is. It's pure hatred. Now once we identify what it is, then we can identify a solution. What is the solution in this country, in this world, for hatred? What are the effects of bullying? From sources across the web, some indications of the effects of bullying indicate lack of empathy, anxiety, depression, loneliness, academic achievement, physical illness, anger, changes in eating habit, feelings of shame, health complaints, lack quality friendships at school, social isolation, withdrawing from social activities, and more. In my opinion, I feel like it's also safe for us to list suicidal thoughts up there as well. How to cope with being bullied. Bullying is a bid for attention, so try walking away or ignoring your bully instead of reacting or bullying back. Stay calm and assert yourself. Laugh instead of showing the fear or discomfort that your bully wants and expects. Tell your friends. How do we live beyond the situation of being bullied? How do we release emotional trauma? From sources across the web, these are ways that you can release the emotional baggage that being bullied leaves behind. Breath work. Accept your feelings. Ask for support. Exercise. Connect with others. Disassociation during trauma. Meditate. Avoid alcohol and drugs. Breathe slowly and deeply. EMDR. Mindfulness exercises. Self-care. Try peer support. Yoga. And getting over it through forgiveness. The thing about just getting over it is that it's always easier said than done than just getting over it. But I know from my personal experience that through some of the habits mentioned early on, through breath work, through yoga, even through prayer and meditation, that slowly but surely, I can't say that you will get over the trauma, but you will overcome the trauma. There is so much more out here in this world than reliving the past that hurts you over and over, reliving the pain over and over. Rethinking about things that hurt you, rethinking about the pain that you feel. I haven't met a person that helps at all, but I've met some people like myself who can still smile and still laugh and still go out there and live our life. And we don't forget what's happened to us. No, but we embrace it. Because I've met some good people who some bad things have happened to. And it's made them an even better person. I can't tell you why certain things happen to certain people. And I will not stand here and say, oh, that's just the way it is. No, because we are here to change that theory. It is not just the way it is. And I do believe that the people who experience the emotional trauma needs less help than the ones inflicting it. I believe that the ones inflicting the pain are the people who we should be prescribing medication to, prescribing therapists to and counseling to, and asking them, why is there so much hatred in them? Why is there so much low self-esteem in them? I believe those people need help more than anybody who's ever been through the trauma. And I'm sorry if that comes across the wrong way, but I just want to let you know there is nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you for being a sweet person, a good person. There's nothing wrong with you for choosing to let someone hurt you instead of hurting someone else. We should be asking those people, what is wrong with them? I want to leave behind with you a few positive affirmations that I use on a daily that helps me to get through traumatic experiences that I've been through. And hopefully these positive affirmations can help you in your day-to-day life as well. Because speaking to yourself positively, you're the first person to hear the words that come out of your mouth. And I want us to get past telling ourselves that we're failures and that we're nothing, and start telling ourselves, I am worthy of love. I deserve happiness. I am enough. I am resilient. I am safe. My depression does not define me. I am in control. I choose peace. All is well. I am open to this experience. I can overcome anything. I face my fears boldly. I love and approve of myself. Just pull up a few more for you. I think positive thoughts. I am completely relaxed. I am happy and healthy. I am not my thoughts. These are a few positive affirmations that have helped me, and like I said, I hope that they can help you. And you got to know that it's the truth. A lot of people feel like, even though you feel like that might not be the truth for you, you're the creator of your world. You are the creator of your mind. Fill it with better things, because the way that we can change this world is by changing ourselves. And if we keep telling ourselves that we don't deserve happiness, we don't deserve better, that's the kind of world that we create for ourselves. So I want you to start creating a better world for yourself. And I'm also trying to create a better world for me. It's so important for us to teach forgiveness in this world. I won't MLK you to death, but forgiveness is important for yourself. Forgiving others can come later. It's not an overnight thing to say, oh, I forgive somebody, because you can still harbor those emotions. But when you start to forgive yourself, you will realize how easy it is to forgive someone else. And why must we forgive other people? We must forgive other people, because if we don't forgive other people, how can we forgive ourselves? Forgiveness is unconditional, and so is love. You can't fully forgive yourself if you haven't forgiven someone for what they've done to you. In my own experience, I have to forgive myself. And sometimes we blame ourselves for letting people hurt us. We blame ourselves. So when you forgive other people, you take away their power to hurt you. When you forgive yourself, when you forgive someone else, you tell them, whatever you did to me has no power over me. That's how you're able to forgive yourself. Because sometimes you be upset with yourself and you go and blame yourself and you say, how could I let this happen? How could I let someone treat me this way or do this to me? And it all stems from you not being able to forgive them. When you forgive yourself, you say, wait a minute, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that someone wanted to hurt me. And then you turn that around and you say, I forgive myself. And as a matter of fact, I forgive them too. You take away the power of you being able to hurt yourself mentally, and you also take away that power to let anyone else hurt you. And we have to keep on forgiving, and keep on living. And let no one take that power from us to be able to forgive. Let no one make us a bad person. Without forgiveness, we harbor emotions that either causes depression, grievance, anxiety. It even causes hatred within ourselves. It does. If you are unable to forgive, then what makes you better than the person who did harm to you, who did you a certain way? Forgive yourself and forgive them and take your power back. Mindful exercises helps you to go on living day to day. Exercises like breathing and yoga, or simple exercises like waking up in the morning and getting yourself together, getting in the shower, getting dressed and everything. It keeps you going on living. Sadness and grief so easily sets in from traumatic experiences. But when you get up in the morning and you decide, I'm going to live today, I'm going to be happy today, and I'm not going to let anything that has hindered me before in my past stop me from living for today. Do you know what that does for you? Mentally, it does so much. Just the little things. If your house was junky, clean it. If you need to wash your behind, get up and wash your behind. Easier said than done. It takes baby steps. Baby steps still move you forward. I heard a young lady say that, and that's like one of the wisest things, most simplest yet most beautiful things I've ever heard. Baby steps still moves you forward. Take baby steps. But by all means, take your day back. Take your life back. And we're going to do it together. If I got to get up here, get up and clean up with you. If I got to get up here and post a video at 6 a.m., I'm not going to do that. Post a video of me getting in the shower. But trust me, I go through a lot daily just trying to force myself to get up and make a change in my own life. There are a lot of things that I could sit here and look like I got it together. Trust me, I don't. But one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be everything I said I wanted to be. And I'm an Aquarius also. So humanitarianism just comes to me naturally. And I don't know how much difference I'm going to make by just posting these videos. But I still got to do my part. And you still have to do yours. If you got breath in your body, you still have to keep on living and keep on fighting to make this world a better place. Thoughts like, how can just me make this world a better place, goes through my mind daily. And then it clicked by starting with me, by me simply just being a better person. I want you to be a part of this family. I want you to join this family. I want us to be able to share our thoughts, share our trauma. And we're not trauma bonding, as they say, because this is the place, this is the safe space. This is where we're going to talk through it, go through, and get over it. Okay? You can leave it all on the line here and won't nobody judge you, because if they do, blocked. You won't nobody insult you, because if they do, blocked. Okay? You can email me if you need personal, just a friend. Email me, please. There's so much that I can relate to you about. There's so much that we can talk about. If you've been holding it in, let it out on me. That's what I'm here for. I will not judge you. If you don't want me to respond, if you don't want any advice, you won't get it from me. I'm here to listen, and I'm here to help. And I want this family to grow and be able to lean on one another, because times are different now, you know? But I can say this, it's not too late for any of us, as long as we're still here. As long as you're able to join me now, we are still here, and we're going to keep on fighting. We're going to keep on going. There are students at school still going through bullying, still going through traumatic experiences, who feel like I've tried talking to my teacher. I've tried talking to my friends. I've tried talking to my parents. We really need to keep an eye on our children. We really need to listen and open our ears up for our children. It really makes me wonder, and makes me want to ask, where are the parents? Where are the parents? Seriously. We need to step up and take care of our children. They're our future. We cannot keep condoning children who think that bullying is a good outlet for their anger. And we will not sit back and continue to let children be bullied at school and say it's okay, it builds character. No, it doesn't. It takes a lot away from who they could be. It does. I did mention that our traumatic experiences have made some of us better people, but that doesn't apply to everyone. For some people, traumatic experiences has really reshaped their future of who they could be in a negative way. We really need to get down to the bottom of why do we keep allowing it to go on? Because it all starts with the adults, right? In my opinion, it does. Children can't sign off on therapy or counseling for themselves. Someone has to do it for them, but someone has to do it. I really wanted to get around having to talk about suicide on this segment, because I believe that that's a whole nother segment, suicide. But we have to talk about it here because a lot of children are taking their lives from being victims of bullying. And I also want to say that bullies are taking their lives, taking away their future of what it could be. When did this world stop realizing how detrimental it is and how important it is to make this world feel safe for children? When did this world stop making it important for it to feel safe for everyone? That is more than just a problem for the justice system, but us also as a community, us also as the people of America, and the people, period, just in this whole entire world. And it's a crisis, all right. Anytime that elementary students and middle school students are taking their own lives in their hands by suicide, it's a big problem. And it's happening all around the world. What can we do? Not just for the victims of bullying, but for the assaulters as well. There is a lack of empathy in there. And it's a thin line between both parties. Seriously. There is not enough love in this world. And I don't want to get all emotional and everything. But the problem is emotional. If it's mental, it's emotional. On a larger scale, this entire world can be a bit more healthier. That would completely and totally help. These kids can be more active and less addicted to video games and television. These parents can be more active and less addicted to work and everything outside of their family. Families need to come back together. Families need to stick together. Families need to love each other more. It starts in our community. It starts in our home. Bullying is not just from child to child. I'm pretty sure I'll get some negative comments under these posts as well. That is also a form of bullying. When has it been okay for people to feel, if I hurt this person or that person, then it makes me feel better? Does it really? Does it really? So we need to stop the lies and address the lies. Hurting others does not make you feel better. It does absolutely nothing to your character. It does not make you look like you're just all around the best person in the world. In my experience, bullies grow up and have the least desired outcome. But being the victim of it isn't either. It's really not. You know, sooner or later we have to tell ourselves, I'm not who they think I am. I'm not who they say I am. I'm just me. And we will not continue to apologize for being who we are. We will take a stand. I found that the best cure for bullying is to continue to be your authentic self. Like nobody's business. Please remind your children and remind your friends who are victims of bullying, continue to be their authentic, beautiful selves. Because obviously they are so awesome. Obviously they rock if they have people who don't like them because of who they are. Now that we've covered what is bullying, why do people bully, who do people bully, let's talk about it. What are some of your experiences that you've dealt with bullying? Whether it be your experience or friends' experience. If you care to share, please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And please share this with someone that you may know so our family can grow and so that we can help each other go through the go-through and get over it and overcome our anxieties and our traumatic experience together. Be who you are. You can't change how someone feels about you. You can't change how they look at you. But you can change how you feel about yourself. You can change how you see yourself. And know that you are beautiful inside and out, no matter what anybody thinks or what anybody says. And that's how we overcome bullying. Reminding ourselves. Because if nobody want to listen, you need to hear your own voice. Speak up. Make sure you hear yourself. And tell yourself you are awesome. And they don't like me because I'm awesome. And that is a personal problem. This is Trauma Trigger TV. Thank you for joining us, and know that you are not fighting alone.